The Milky Way is a massive barred spiral galaxy. According to estimates, this system contains at least around 200 billion stars. They are all clustered together, forming a structure that spans a diameter of 160,000 light-years. Our Sun is just one of those hundreds of billions, a pretty ordinary yellow dwarf. As we keep learning more about the universe, we now understand that our solar system is actually located on the outskirts of the Milky Way, inside a spiral arm called the Orion Arm, roughly 26,000 light-years away from the galactic center. Now, this might make you wonder, with our current technology, humanity hasn't even left our own solar system. The farthest human-made probe, Voyager 1, has only traveled about 22 billion kilometers. So how do scientists know what the Milky Way looks like as a whole? And how did they figure out where exactly our solar system sits within it? Well, a long time ago, astronomers were already trying to map out the Milky Way. This goes all the way back to 1785. Back then, a British astronomer named William Herschel used a method called star counting and documented around 117,600 stars. Based on the distribution of stars in different parts of the sky, he created an early sketch of the Milky Way's structure. That led him to propose that our galaxy was flat-shaped. But at that time, everyone thought our solar system was at the center of the galaxy. They also didn't know about the existence of other galaxies. They thought all stars were part of one lonely cosmic island. As astronomy advanced, by 1918, an American astronomer named Harlow Shapley used the Hooker telescope to study and analyze many globular clusters. He measured their distances and distribution, and eventually concluded that our solar system isn't at the center of the Milky Way. After all, it's actually out on the edge. He suggested that the Milky Way is a lens-shaped star system. That was a game-changer. From then on, we started developing a much deeper understanding of our galaxy's structure. Later, with more advanced telescopes and the rise of computers, scientists spent decades collecting data, feeding it into systems, and slowly piecing together a clearer picture of the Milky Way. Basically, those stunning photos of the Milky Way you see online or in books, they are not actual photographs. They are computer-generated models based on simulations. Here's the thing, we are inside the Milky Way, so astronomers can't just take a picture of the whole thing from the outside. Instead, they observe and measure the distances and positions of tons of stars relative to Earth. They gather all that data, run it through computers, and simulate the overall structure of the galaxy. And these models are constantly being refined. For example, back in 2015, scientists used data from the Sloan Digital Sky Survey, and found that the Milky Way is actually more than 50% larger than we previously thought, so the estimated diameter was revised from 100,000 light-years to somewhere between 160,000 and 180,000 light-years, and who knows, it might be updated again in the future. The truth is, if we ever want to see the real full structure of the Milky Way, we'd have to travel outside of it. But with today's technology, that's just not possible. Unless someday we develop the ability for interstellar travel, only then will we finally witness the true majesty of our home galaxy. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and family. Thanks a bunch.